Hello there guys, so you know that cute new Lilith dragon that we saw earlier today and we didn't know why it was just randomly released with the other two? Well, this dragon is actually confirmed to be the next dragon of the month. I was not expecting that. I didn't think that this was going to be a legendary dragon, but it also has a pretty interesting typing. So the Lilith dragon, all of the information is now on the DML wiki, and it's actually confirmed to be a legendary energy and shadow dragon. And so you can basically think of it like a budget Chang or Shangy dragon if you want to think about it like that. So this dragon has 83 base attack with all elements unlocked, 226 health. So it does have extremely low health to compensate for, you know, for a legendary that's really high attack, especially, you know, if you factor out Hathors and Freyas and stuff like that. But this dragon is still a really big powerhouse and looks absolutely sick. So, you know, if you're someone that likes the look of your dragons and also factors that into your team, I think the Lilith is actually a super duper good choice, to be honest with you. And the egg, oh, love the egg, mostly out of everything. So, those are the stats for the dragon. But, of course, the most important thing with Dragon of the Month breedings is the required combination, or the allowed combos, and so the elements for it that you're going to have to use are going to be fire, wind, plant, and metal. And again, you can see all of this on the wiki yourself as well. And as per usual, they have already updated the wiki with the recommended combinations. I will do a full breeding guide on this about, you know, the different percentages and the best ones, yada yada. But just to give you a quick idea right now, it does recommend the beetle or chef dragons to be bred with a wind dragon, and that will be the best combination, air quotes. But if you're someone that doesn't have any of those dragons, if you have the bludgeon, then you can breed him with a plant dragon, and that is the second best combination. But, you know, all of those require dragons that are pretty much not available, so a really, really easy one is going to be the bloom plus metal dragon. So obviously there are other combinations, and there's probably going to be a few other combos that I actually put in the breeding guide video, because with all dragons of the month there are tons of different options out there. But this is the general idea for now, so if you have any of those, start getting them ready for now. But very, very cool dragon, and I really love the design, personally. So we got that new information, but on top of that, the new gem spending event has also begun in DML. So this is the Gems from Heaven event. Again, I say event in air quotes, if you want to really call it that. So spend as many gems as you can to win awesome rewards. You might as well participate, but if you've ever wanted to buy gems, like the clam subscription, or, you know, put VIP on, your best time to do that is during gem spending events, because you do get gems back, depending on how much you spend. Like at 250 spent, you get 50 back, at 750 spent, you get 200 back, and at 1700 spent, you do have the opportunity to win the Machine Snake Dragon. However, the main point of this gem spending event is the fact that the first prize is the legendary Archangel dragon. So if you're someone that doesn't have the Archangel, he's not available to buy or anything at the moment, at least as far as I'm aware. I'm going to quickly check the shop to make sure I'm not talking out of my ass, basically, which he's not. So that is the only way that you can get the Archangel right now, so people will be spending a lot of money on this. People will be spending a lot of money trying to get this Archangel dragon. You can see people have already spent 1,000. I mean, maybe they were planning on spending 1,000 gems anyway, so, you know, the event came around and they were like, why not do it instantly? But it's going to be super duper hard fought over. Like, it will be thousands and thousands of gems if you even want to consider getting this dragon. So, you know, just giving you a heads up. But the main benefit of the gem spending events are for those lower tier milestones, because again, if you do plan on spending any amount, you might as well spend it then. Oh my god, I keep forgetting about the collect gold from your habitats for the clan quest. Ah! Why do I always forget like this? You know, I will say that the recent Dragons of the Month, I would say they've been pretty top-notch. Like, last month or this month's, He's like one of my top 3 dragons. The Lilith, honestly, I think she's pretty good as well. I don't know where she'd rank on my personal listing for favourite dragons, but she'd be pretty up there. I really like her. I do like her baby design as well. And pretty good typing. If you're someone that only has legendaries like the Garden Dragon and stuff like that, they're pretty mediocre legendaries. Like really defensive slash like half and half dragons that have like some aggressive ability and some defensive. I'm not a fan of them. Because like they say, someone that tries to be good at all things becomes a master in none. And it's the same with dragons. If you get dragons that are like fire and metal, the problem becomes that they're neither tanky nor are they particularly strong either. Whereas, you know, oh my goodness, these arena fights, what the heck? Whereas, you know, the Lilith dragon, she is full aggressive. That's why she has 0 HP, but she has an absolute butt ton of attack to make up for it. And I just like dragons like that. It's like, if you're gonna pick that Lilith dragon as one of your main team members, you're picking it for a reason, right? You're picking it to be aggressive, to go on one-shot stuff, so you don't want to be half-assing it. And don't you heal him up like that. No. I'm not going to take this today. Good. I got scared then for a second. I was like, oh no. They don't have 2 turns of healing on, do they? No. We're good. But, you know, that's why I say, if you're going to pick a defensive team, pick other defensive dragons with it, because, you know, they can buff each other, stuff like that. If you're going to pick an aggressive dragon, you're picking an aggressive dragon to fit into a team where it can one-shot an opponent. Because if you can instantly make a fight a 3v2, you're probably going to win, on average, a lot more often. And apparently we don't have a single arena fight that we can do right now. What is with these opponents being such a high level? All of them are level 100 fully enchanted. They did say with the coming update tomorrow that they were going to try and fix the arena so the opponents that you go against are more accurate. I certainly hope so, because apparently as soon as I do like one successful fight, we're against only level 100 fully enchanted dragons. Like, what is that about? I'm gonna have a go at someone in a moment. And this sucks, that this lantern dragon gets to defeat Sani. But it's fine. The rest of this guy's dragon shouldn't be able to take out our Hermes dragon here. So we should be Gucci on that front. But, you know, with all of these good legendaries coming out, it just makes me think, when are we gonna hit that plateau? Are we just gonna keep getting really good legendaries, or are we gonna, like, get one bad legendary and everyone's gonna go, oh my god, this sucks. Game loss going downhill, that's it, the end of the game. It's the apocalypse, you know? I always see that. It's like, as soon as anything bad happens, everyone's, you know, just fear-mongering. I don't just see that in DML, though. I see that in other games like Overwatch, I see that in League of Legends. And I mean, they don't seem to be going anywhere. I even said that DML doesn't look like it's dead. But DML is definitely down from its peak time. Like, again, 2016-ish was, like, the golden years for Gameloft. In terms of, like, you know, player count, the actual games themselves. And then, it's just sort of fallen off over the last few years. Plus, we had the monstrosity that was Dungeon Hunter. Or the new one. But, you know, in terms of DML, keep bringing out high-quality dragons. Dragons that people like the look of. Again, I didn't even think it was going to be a legendary. I just thought it was going to be a random epic. I was really surprised when everyone was messaging me going, have you seen, it's the dragon of the month, have you seen? I was like, well, I was checking the page, but I didn't even know if I believed it. I was like, waiting for a little bit to confirm that the details were true. But it has been posted on the forums and that, so, you know, I'm I am inclined to believe it, shall we say. So I'm gonna reset these quests. These quests suck. I shouldn't have collected my gold before I did my arena quests again. I always do it. I will always do it. I don't know why. I just need to get my trigger finger off. Don't click the gold vault before you do your arena. Not arena. Clan stuff. I don't even know how to say it anymore. My brain is fried. I'm living in an alternate dimension. The DML dragons are good for a change. What is going on? No, I'm kidding. Most of the new dragons, like, especially the newer you go with DML dragons, the better they tend to get. Like, think about some of the early dragons. Like, legitimately, the autumn dragon is just a reskinned tree dragon. It's like one of the worst legendaries in the game for looks. I absolutely hate the autumn dragon the way it looks. I only appreciate Andy because of, you know, how strong he is and what he's done for the team. But he's just a reskin. The Lantern Dragon is just a reskin. Or the Yin Yang's a reskin of that. There were just so many recolors in the early days of DML. And it's like, oh yeah, this is a purple tree dragon. That means it's legendary. Haha. I know, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. So I do appreciate these just really out there, weird, unexpected new legendaries. I was thinking, shouldn't we be getting the notification for the monthly soon? It's like, yep, that's it. It's like, oh, that makes sense. That certainly makes sense. But, you know, for now, I'm going to say my goodbyesies, so let me know what you think. Are you going to be going for this legendary? I know I certainly will be. We got super lucky with the Dark Ice at the very beginning of the month, on like our first attempt, so we'll see how it goes with this one. But, we'll see. So thank you for joining me, and until next time, I will see you then.